Rorree.
How your mama doing?
Yeah. And this is Kato.
How your daddy doing? How's everybody doing?
Do people really talk like that? Like, how your mama doing?
Yeah.
Like how Medea talk?
Yeah.
I like how she talks. She's funny.
Yeah, folks talk like that, you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
alright, so...
Yeah. You doing it right. Yeah.
You pick, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Remember how you rushed me off the last episode? When I was trying to shuffle and you just grabbed him? You remember that, did She said she thinks I move too slow. It's not that. I just slower the better. You know?
Alright, what we got? What do we have today?
Alright, it says right here. Venus, women. Don't judge him for needing to withdraw. Ooh, that's the good one. Don't judge him for needing to withdraw. When you hear that, what do you hear?
That sometimes he may have to take a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I call it the man cave.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he may just have to go in the cave for a second and get himself together. You know, we've talked about the man cave before. I believe that's what withdrawing means. You know, have to just step back for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Don't judge him. And if you have a good enough relationship and if your communication is good enough where you're going to ask, what is this about? You know, you'll find out if it's about you or not, but let him have his moment to do what he needs to do to get himself together, you know. And I know, you know, my man, he tells me if he needs a moment, he tells me. But you know what, I already know. Sometimes I know before he knows that he need a moment. He need to go in his little back cave for a second, because sometimes we deal with so much that it's not the other person, it's just life, and you just need to go into your cave for a second. I know me and one of my best friends, we call it a sabbatical. So she used to go on her sabbatical all the time, and now I feel like, you know what, I need sabbaticals too, where I just take a moment and I withdraw and I'm to myself. So I don't judge. It used to hurt my feelings, honestly, when men would go into their cave, because I always took it personally. But it's really not about you, ladies. It's about them, and they need some time to decompress. We often talk about how we feel, and we release that way. We cry, we release that way. Men don't typically do those things. They're not talking to their guy friends about us in that way, you know, or what's bothering them or whatever. A lot of times they shake it off or whatever, but it's really not gone. The energy is still there. So they have to take that time, especially if they're not exercising or something like that. They have to take that time to decompress and go in their cave. So ladies, don't judge them. Don't always assume the worst and the negative thing. I know that little negative voice is right there. Every time something happens, that little negative voice is right there. But you may have to call on the voice of the Holy Spirit within and ask that voice to be the voice that stands tall and stands out the loudest when the little negative voices are coming in, and to really guide you through the moments when your man has to go in his little back cave. What you think about that?
I stamped that. I totally agree with all that she said.
Okay, so you say ditto.
Yep. I give it the Kato stamp. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? No, with the hammer and chisel. Pop.
Right.
You know. Without a doubt, because, you know, yeah. I'm a cat who withdraws, so I totally agree. You know, don't judge me.
Right.
I mean, some of the best time, you know, where I can recoup is when I withdraw, like she said, to myself, you know, because that's what we all had to do our entire life. And that's the best place we do it at. When we study, when you study for a test or anything like that, doing your homework, practicing on your craft, you're doing that alone. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And the reason you practice on it is to get better at it. So you know yourself to get better
Right.
at whatever the situation that you need to withdraw for. So don't judge us, ladies.
And don't get offended.
And don't get offended. It ain't about you unless he say it is.
I know.
Yeah.
Ask him.
Yeah.
Is this about me? You know, to ask before you all over the place, you know, all upset and stuff. Ask. Okay, now before you go in your cave.
Yeah.
Are you trying to run away from me? Or
Yeah, that's good.
I'm just saying, shoot, because I'd rather, know that you're trying to go bye-bye. And then I get myself together and keep it moving,
Right.
as opposed to me just sitting around waiting and you gone. So ask the question.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right.
All right, what we got on the other
Back
side?
to you.
All right, Martians. Don't judge her needing reassurance. Don't be calling us needy. Oh, you just need this. Or you just need somebody to say that. Or, don't be doing all that. Don't judge her because she needs to feel reassured. Don't judge that. If she has a moment of insecurity or whatever, don't judge that she's feeling some kind of way. Help her to not feel that kind of way, because sometimes that ugly little voice is over there in the ear, nagging in the ear, saying some negative stuff, and then it outweighs the good voice.
Right.
And then the woman's confused. She don't know what the heck to listen to, So reassure her. If it's not about her, just say, you know what, babe, this is not about you. I just need a moment to just decompress. I've been dealing with a lot and I just need some time. Okay? Right. It is not about you. And it might be good for you to give her a time frame. Don't just disappear for a month and she thinking you need a day or an hour and your butt is gone for a month, because that's a long time to be in a cave, but some people need that much time. So if you know that your man needs that much time, then you need to allow him to have that time. But guys, let us know that you're still there. Reassure us that you still love us and care about us and stuff. Just don't just disappear off the face of the earth. And, because we still are going on. We still might need you for something or whatever. And if you just disappear, then, we have nothing. And then you might have, Victor or John or somebody to come and help us out. And then you be mad when you come back from your sabbatical. No, I'm joking.
No, she's not. But check it out. The bottom line is, look, here's the whole point in a nutshell. Okay? In many cases, when you have two people together, and this is my belief, some people may disagree with me, but when you have a person, there are things that you give and take with each other. You and I call it need. Okay. You need that person. Well, and reassurance is may not always be for everyone, but for women, if it's your woman, if she needs reassurance, give it to her. Right. If she needs a back rub, give it to her. You see what I'm saying? If she needs whatever, and vice versa. If a guy, if he needs such and such, give it to him. Right. That's why we're together. Right. That's what it's called, having each other's back. Right. So this is just a given. Don't judge her for needing reassurance. Damn, man, she always wants her. She your woman. She's supposed. Who else she gonna want it from? Exactly. Now have an issue when she need that reassurance and she don't need it from you no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about all you other women out there who talking about, I don't need no man for this. We know you don't need nobody, but whatever. But I'm talking about the ones who are in a couple who trying to keep that thing going and want it to go till the wheels fall off, till the end of time. Whatever is needed, give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Long as it's not harmful or hurting him. Reassurance don't hurt. Reassurance build. Whatever let me just say that. Whatever it takes they need to help build. When you build them individually, if they're not a selfish person, an inconsiderate person, it in turns build the relationship.
Right.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you.
And I guess, is that it on that one?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
That's all she
That's
wrote.
cool. Hey.
Hey, look here. If you haven't already, subscribe. Share this with your friends and hit that little bell right there that gives you notifications when we put up new episodes and stuff like that.
And comment. Tell us what you think. Share your stories. Help somebody else.
All right.
All right.
Good luck.